Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading for Wednesday the 15th of July. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Continues to be an amazing journey for me. I've started up some coaching as well, so if any of you are interested in doing life coaching or other types of coaching, I've started doing some of that too at the request of people coming to me. So I was doing that before, which is great because I think it is something we really need. But a few people I've been reading for wanted to move to getting sort of a regular session, and it's better to sort of do it as coaching. Good for self-development. So if you're interested in self-development, I can certainly help you with that. If you are interested in classes, July and August classes are up. As from August, I'm going to cut back and just do one to two groups a month, but I'm going to make them like a half-day group, and I'm going to include 3 or 4 subjects. So it probably in the long run will benefit you if you're happy to just do one group, but certainly more practical in the long run. Have people coming to every group, so I was like, well, maybe I could just condense a lot of that stuff and do just 2 main subjects, which are what people are asking for, which is like the tarot reading, psychic awareness, developing your psychic ability, and then a lot of stuff around the twin flame journey, narcissism, empathy, and healing those wounds. So that's the sort of direction I'm pretty much headed in now, but I had to feel it out. All right, if you want a personal reading, all the details are below. I am getting quite busy with personal readings, so and I'm trying not to do them on the weekends. Only Saturday mornings I do face-to-face readings if anybody's interested in face-to-face, although at the moment COVID's sort of taken over a little bit. If you call me for a reading, it's probably going to be between 3 and 4 days now to get your reading to you. Sometimes it will be sooner, but it's sort of, yeah, it's a little bit longer than it used to be. I don't have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround anymore. Alrighty, let's get on with your reading. Oh, donations gratefully accepted too, thank you. And thank you for all of those who have donated both cards and other gifts, and money to help me out with the channel. All really good. Okay, let's get on with it. All right. Well, we have this little gem here, the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords is a card that talks about sort of taking time out to, you know, regroup. It's about meditation, healing, but it's definitely about sort of taking time out for yourself. Cards are a bit slippery today. Okay, oh, I see why. Alrighty, so there's some sort of wake up, epiphany call, change to your circumstances that may either be unexpected or sudden. We'll go a little bit further, but the Tower often means like a change. Now that can be change in your thinking, it can be a change in the way you do things, but it also can be a very practical 3D change, such as, you know, having to move on to another job, moving house, that type of thing. And we do have the 3 of Wands coming out, which does talk about planning for the future. So I think for some of you here, this will be very much an internal change. Wanting to do things differently, understanding that you've got to go in a different direction, but veering into a slightly different direction here. Okay, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles. So some of you may be sort of leaving a job and starting up your own business. For others of you, this is about working on yourself. So you may have realized through some sort of epiphany that some self-work needs to be done. For others of you, this can be building as a team with someone. So it could be that you are deciding to go into partnership with someone, or even a relationship. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups coming through. Alrighty, I'm looking at the world behind it because I'm thinking the 7 of Cups can talk about confusion, illusion, or delusion. So I feel like this is choice. I'm feeling like here you're a little confused because you have different choices to make. But then I'm looking, thinking you've got the World card behind it. Maybe you're closing out with that Tower, some sort of illusion that you've been living. Let me just go back through it again, because I think we've got both people here. All right, taking time out after some sort of change in your thinking. I think it's your thinking mainly, mentality. It may be a physical change as well. So that could change something. So you may have an epiphany about, you know, giving up your job and going to work for yourself, planning for the future. There seems to definitely be this sort of feeling that you might want to go into partnership with someone, or that you are actually working with someone. I feel like this Tower is bringing in some clarity around how you've been seeing your world. I feel very strongly that this is illusion for a lot of you. What I want to say is, whatever this is, the universe is closing it down. We're moving away from this energy. The Tower's there to tell me that. So there may be some healing involved here, and there may be this, you know, sort of energy of having to maybe change some things up in your life, or change some things around to sort of help them to fit you. Often with the Tower, even though a lot of people take it as a negative energy, I don't. I see it as always being a change that's going to help you move towards something else, something more positive. It's going to help you grow, whether that's in your thinking or your sort of everyday life. It's going to help you move forward. So I always say embrace the Tower, as much as it may be a little painful at the time. For me, most of the time it seems to come as, I mean, sometimes it's come as a, you know, that realization I have to move, or I have to do something to move in a different direction. But for the most part, it's definitely that sort of epiphany stuff. All right, let's see how we're going to go with the reading. Let's have a look what's going on. Okay, so we have the Strength card coming through. So for some of you, this may be related to another person, especially if you're thinking of going into business, and it could be a Leo that you're dealing with here. For others of you, this is about gaining internal strength. It's about taking a new stride, like really understanding your limitations, or your more limited thinking with that Seven of Cups there. So maybe you're looking at, you know, how do I view my world, and does this serve me any longer? Do I need to look at things in a different way and plan differently for the future, in light of now I'm seeing things in a very different way? This is about becoming complete and whole. So whatever this Tower is, it's allowing you to become a complete person. It's allowing you to get rid of things around you. Some of you, this is in regard to emotion, and how emotion serves you in your day-to-day life. Now, that may not resonate with everyone, but for some people here, there's a feeling that perhaps your emotions get the better of you sometimes, and perhaps there needs to be some work around how to do that. It's just responsive. Emotions are responsive, and sometimes we do things from emotion because we're hurt or panicked or alarmed by something, and we react in a very emotional way, and sometimes that can be really difficult for us to work through. So I feel like for some of you, it's about your emotions. Okay, let's have a look how we're going here. Okie dokie. Oh, one at a time, thanks. All right, so very nice. So we have clarity. We have an understanding how to move forward. We're understanding more about ourselves. We are definitely sort of seeing things in a very different light now, because we're standing or stepping into our truth here. So something that's woken you up in that Tower, something that's really woken you up. I mean, it's sort of this energy of really understanding your direction now, understanding what you want, understanding your own capacities, your own energies, working with your own energies. All right, so we have the King of Wands coming through. So for some of you, you're definitely working here with someone who has a lot of Leo in their chart. So this could be you, because it is a general reading. So if you're strong in Leo, it could be you, but it could be about the Leo energy, because the Leo energy is very fiery and very forthright. And it could be that you're adopting some of that energy here, but it's all Leo energy. Could be dealing with a Leo, yes. All right, so we have the Magician coming through. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay. So what we're seeing here is you understanding how your emotions and your way of thinking affect how you manifest. Okay, so what they're giving me as an example is there are times when, you know, we want something really badly or we want to manifest something. But what we do is we tend to negate that with some of the way we think or our emotions. So we go backwards and forwards on our desires, and we, as I said, negate what we need to do, feel, or whatever to manifest. So things might start moving forward, and then you stop yourself by going, that can't happen to me, it'll never happen to me, you know, I'll never get that. And then you cycle in that thinking. So you do the negative stuff, and then you start to get positive, and you get on top of it again and go, yep, it's achievable, yes, that's the direction I want to go in. And then the next day you're doing the no, I don't want to go in that direction, or I can't go in that direction. And we've talked about this before, you know, I'm too tall, too short, too, you know, my hair's too brown, my hair's too fair, whatever it is that you make an excuse for. And what's happening here is the universe is saying you are clearing away that energy now. So you're actually letting go of that doubt and fear, which is all it is. And the reason that you're like that is because when you're little or young, and even any time really, if you're dealing with someone who's a little bit negative and you say, I want to achieve this, and somebody will say, you're never going to do that, then you don't do it. And I can tell you I'm sitting here as proof of that, because a couple of things along the way have been said to me and I really believed them and didn't move forward. And of course, one day I woke up and went, you know what, I'm just going to give it a go anyway. So that's why I'm here doing this. So I've met with a lot of opposition along the way, a lot of jealousy, a lot of spitefulness, but I've ploughed through, and it's taken me a long time to get past that negative energy, but I'm there. So I feel like you're going to have something very similar here, and maybe I'm shifting even more, being its general energies. But there is definitely this feeling that in order for you to move forward, you've got to shift your thinking. And this is part of this Strength card. Okay, look at this. How beautiful. Page of Swords. Some sort of information coming to hand here. A lot of Swords energy. Two of Swords. It's going to help you make a decision to head in a very different direction, because you're letting go here of whatever it is that's holding you back. You're making this decision to see things more clearly. I love this Page of Swords in this deck. I was thinking, look at the size of her sword. I mean, seriously. It's huge. So you're having this huge epiphany on how to work with these energies and how to move yourself along so you can accept what the universe has to offer here. And for some of you, it's going to be a new person coming in, or a new love coming in, or a new partner for your business, but definitely somebody new moving towards you here. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles, planting seeds for the future. And change is coming in very, very quickly here because of your change of thinking. We have the Four of Cups coming through here. So let me just go back, because I'm going to put another card on that. Okay, so we have you with fours, 3 fours in this reading. Very interesting. Okay, so building stability for the future. So we're starting to look at the future. Resting, recuperating, allowing energy to pass, but thinking about how we want to look at what we've got coming through for us. Some sort of epiphany here, and you may get it through meditation, so don't ever think that meditation doesn't get you that. Sometimes we can bring this energy through by meditating and allowing spirit, the quiet, to come through and give us messages. An epiphany moment, a change. Planning for the future, looking forward, understanding how to invest in ourselves, how to invest in a business, how to invest in others, and releasing this illusion that's held us back for so long. So allowing the energy of the past to go and the way you see things. With this Strength card, I think you're understanding how you do that to yourself. So how you negatively program yourself by doubting. That's what I feel that they're wanting to say. You doubt the capacity to manifest. You doubt your capacity to have love in your life. You doubt your capacity to get a business going. You doubt your capacity to resolve issues here. Very, very much so. So there's sort of this feeling here that you are going to see through this illusion now, and you're going to start making changes. And it really is going to, the King of Wands here could say that you're bringing leadership back into your life. You're taking your power back here because you're starting to manifest the life you want. And there will be things that you need to let go of. There will be things that you need to allow to go that are no longer serving you. They could be other people, they could be relationships, they could be friendships, they could be anything. But you're allowing them to go because they no longer bring the joy or the energy into your life that vibrates at the level you need it to vibrate at. There is a definite feeling though. All of these here, all of these cards are about making choices, deciding to go with the flow of the universe. There is change coming through very, very quickly here with this 8 of Wands. So I feel like you're manifesting things very quickly, but you're also learning to say no to the things you don't want in your life. I love it. So you're becoming very clear that who you are and what you represent. So if it don't fit, I ain't wearing it. Okay, I just want to put a couple more cards on this. You're seeing one from the bottom and one from the top. Beautiful, look at this. So what we have here is karma clearing. How beautiful is that? That came from the bottom of the deck, that came from the top of the deck. Both major arcanas too. This is about clearing karma that is holding you back, clearing past energy that is no longer serving you, taking this power here that's being given to you and clearing away this energy of being stuck or dragged down in your past or locked or tied to your past and allowing that to move. That's why you're getting this energy. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, standing in your truth. And that was not upside down, it was up the right way. I've just pulled it out that way. All right, let's just get a quick oracle card, because I've gone very, very long on this reading. That was me gabbering on at the beginning though. Okay, Spirit, you're obviously looking out for a particular card. Okay, oh God, disoriented. Okay, so we have the Lady of the Mirror, reflection and non-judgment, card 44. I would say that I already know why this card's coming out. Okay. The Lady of the Mirror is both ally and challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events of your life. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions, or if you find yourself a victim of a big picture event, say a war, this is a distorted interpretation of this law. Certain events are fated to test our faith. Rather, you find yourself within the web woven through your life, your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures and successes. Observe how you've responded to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware of what's familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. The Lady of the Mirror asks that you honor every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. I'm reading this and thinking I can show you all the cards that resonate with this. You know, the fact that you're trying to manifest. You know, the Strength card, which talks about honoring every part of yourself. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current inquiry? You will find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. There you go, 4 of Wands energy. So we're being asked to go inside and really have a look at how do we serve ourselves best. And this has something to do with your emotions and your way of thinking. Really have a good look at that. Have a great day.